Crazy Legs in the building. Crazy Legs.
I'm also known as Lazy Legs.
That was a little fun. Lazy Legs.
I mean,
but Crazy Legs.
It's a reach.
I know. Yeah, I know. But that was. Ooh, you know, we've been
into it.
We've been in it too. He's been with the flat Earth shit. I don't know if you saw the flat Earth stuff.
I saw everything. I'm just glad, there's a surface here, it's flat enough for me to dance on if I have to.
Right.
I'm glad I know now.
So what do you think? You think the Earth is flat or round?
Look, I was a 5%er.
Right.
There's no way that we could even have that thought process.
And if you're a 5%er, peace to the Earths,
and
gods and the Earths,
still clashing with the flat Earth, and it's Lord Jamar.
Yeah.
and
the boxing. Let me shout out my man. 6 days a week we were training.
Wow.
6 days a week.
You was ready for the.
I wasn't taking that lightly at all.
He was rubbing his hands like, "Yo, dog, what's up, son?"
It ain't new for me.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. And, the thing is, I had put it out there. This is what happens, just so everyone's clear on it. He was running off his mouth, dragging me into this whole 50-50 conversation that I had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
And I let that slide for a long time. But then,
Explain the 50-50.
Oh, they're trying, there was, the idea of someone saying that hip hop was 50% black, 50% Puerto Rican, and it's like, okay, well, first of all, there's a lot of shit to look at. If someone's remembering something from the moment of when they were a child, and that's that grand
where they understood
vision, and when they fell in love with hip hop, and that's what it felt like to them. I'm not going to be mad at him. We got to give a little grace to whoever, because if that was your recollection of it, and you're not now you're an adult and you're not a historian,
right,
and you don't know how to put that in, or you're not expected to put it in a different context. You're still operating off of, I grew up in the projects, man. We was all rocking together. Right. No, and ain't nobody doing a census in a project when it comes to us hanging out with each other. Yeah. When I think about you got Grand Mix at DST. Didn't even know he was half Puerto Rican until 4 years ago.
At DST,
he's the first person DST. To win a Grammy in hip hop.
Yeah, that was
half Puerto Rican.
Rocket. He was half Puerto.
They were part of a crew called the Organization.
Okay.
What did the organization become? Zulu Nation.
That's crazy.
So when they're talking about Latinos weren't there, it's like, dude, if you think I've been in the mix for a long time, I saw people before me.
I don't think they're saying Puerto Ricans didn't have anything to do with it. That's false.
It's about percentages.
But they're saying who started it, origin.
He brings Lazy Legs on his show, and now I didn't watch the that, but I have reports. Basically, he brings Lazy Legs on there, and Lazy Legs just gets to lying about, the Puerto Ricans' contribution to hip hop, and this dude Godfrey is just letting them lie, and just doing some real spiteful shit. I know he probably thought that this was going to be great for him, that it was going to be positive, but the people ended up speaking on his own page. The people in the comments on his own page let him have a piece of their mind. Now, first I want to address this whole thing with Lazy Legs and this boxing, right? Now, you have two categories. You have bozos and you have businessmen, okay? Lazy Legs is a bozo. I'm a businessman. They want to give me 50 bands to beat the shit out of Lazy Legs. You know how much they was going to give him? 10. Know why? Because he's not a fucking draw. So, yeah, they never came with the bread. Already going on. You appreciated it. You was a rebel, and you started with it. But by no means did you create anything. shit, Crazy Legs. You didn't create breakdancing. I don't care if you made a move, a fancy move. Godfrey really didn't want to leave Vlad's platform from the get-go. He didn't. I gangstered him into it. This is how I know he's easily manipulated, because I did it to him. B. Amos, thank you. He said Godfrey is going to be a good boy for Vlad. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I know he is.
Yo, it's Big Ant the Spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as the smoke then got up in the algorithm between Lord Jamar and Crazy Legs once again. But this time you got to add Godfrey to the plot. After the recent fallout between him and Lord Jamar, he decides to go and bring on Crazy Legs, somebody he knows that Lord Jamar was at odds with on the internet, with the conversation of the hip-hop creation and everything like that as well. And I had links in the description where y'all can watch the clips in the beginning in full from Godfrey channel. We had Crazy Legs on, and also Lord Jamar responding to everything that went down. Now, they recent fallout came from the conversation of the flat earth, how the debate went down on the show, and I want to make it very clear, I'm not into that flat stuff at all. That's a whole nother lane, a whole nother topic. I will say this, according to Godfrey, of what went down, he said that some of the language that Lord Jamar was using was lawsuit or drugging him based because he lost the debate. He was upset and embarrassed because it came out. Godfrey said he had no control over that. He said he took it down when Lord Jamar asked. We're cordial, we're friends and things, whether they real friends or not, or if I know you or not. And if you use any type of language towards me as far as lawsuit or drugging you or anything like that, or you feel like you got set up, even if you got like surprised on this debate that you didn't know what was coming, if you start using that language towards me, I'm not gonna rock with you no more. I'm gonna say, hey, you out of pocket, you out of line. I don't know the exact details of everything. Lord Jamar has his side and everything like that, but we seen the clips of the debate. It didn't make Lord Jamar look very good. It made him look like he didn't know what he was talking about stuff because he lost his cool during the debate. That's on camera. But that right there has nothing to do with the facts and the details and the history of what Lord Jamar is saying when it comes to hip hop, or how Godfrey moved afterwards. Because what Godfrey just did is show that he'll move in a way that will not just affect Lord Jamar. You moved in something that affects the whole conversation of our history of Black Americans right here, bro. Because you done had Lord Jamar on that show already to talk about the origins, about the culture, about these things of hip hop. You even went onto platforms, Godfrey, and spoke to this as well, of how everything is with the Black community, the things that we've created, and how people don't be wanting to give Black Americans their credit. But now you're going to bring somebody else on there to try to play the role like you don't really know. That's not like a jab just at Lord Jamar. And Lord Jamar is not wrong at all. People are using word semantics as Crazy Legs is doing right here. Nobody didn't say that y'all didn't contribute to hip hop. Nobody never said that y'all wasn't there. Nobody never said that y'all were not living around Black people. They said just when hip hop, the origins of this culture, and when the culture first started, y'all were watching. Y'all wasn't participating in it. Y'all didn't come with these creations. It's what Black Americans were already doing. Y'all see what was going on, and y'all started doing it as well. It's obvious, fam. It's no debate about that. And this did not come from Lord Jamar throwing it out there either. Fat Joe went on to the Hip Hop Awards and said, Blacks and Puerto Ricans created hip hop 50-50. And Black and Latinos and Caribbeans and all this other stuff created it 50-50. Niggas is like, nah, bro, this is a Black art form, a Black culture, a Black lifestyle that Blacks created that predates the 70s of New York as far as rapping, breakdancing, DJing, and graffitiing and stuff like that. What people needed to know is, hey, fam, this is what Blacks had going on. It was never about what they trying to make it seem in the way they trying to word it. Now, it might not feel good to certain niggas or they might not like it, but the truth is the truth. But for Godfrey to move like this now and bring that on, that's why if you go look in his comment section, as Lord Jamar did right there, his people is going at him like, hold on, bro, you went and took it into a whole nother direction. You went and tried to go get Crazy Legs on here because he don't see eye to eye with Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar also spoke on a supposed boxing match, said that nigga, they was gonna give me 50K and give you 10, but they never came with the money, nigga. They hit me up about the boxing match, nigga. Not the way you speaking it, but he said, nigga, I'm a businessman. They gotta come with that bag and give it to me and things like that. He just keeping it all the way 1,000 on this hip hop stuff, and he's not lying at all, bro. It don't matter how niggas slice the pie. Now, when it comes to Vlad, Lord Jamar, he be around Godfrey. I don't. He said it's easy to manipulate him. He said, nigga, I manipulated him into stop rocking with Vlad because of what Vlad had did and said. As, hey, if you go over there now, Godfrey, I'm going to tell you straight up, nigga, I'm going to go in on you. I'll stand on it, like, nigga, and you can confront me about it if you want to when you see me, nigga. If you go back over there now after the fallout with Lord Jamar, that would show that, nigga, you just move whatever way makes sense for you in that time, and you really don't stand for nothing, and you don't have no true feelings because you done already had these conversations about black art forms and creations. And for you to go this route now to bring Crazy Legs on there to try to undercut, and we not up here disrespecting nobody Puerto Rican. We not up here disrespecting nobody from the Caribbean background or African background. It's just us speaking the facts and saying this is something we created. We created all these music art forms. And even Godfrey has said this type of stuff himself. So when you bring him on here and let him speak to something different now, and try to play the little game, and I didn't watch the whole show. Maybe he came back around, but I had enough. I was like, well, hold on, bro. Why would you come on here and play that when you be speaking to a whole different conversation at times, dog? And what people need to know, rap, hip-hop, the lifestyle is based off of what black Americans was doing already. They was rapping before the 70s, my nigga. They was rapping in the 40s, and that's on camera. So you know it went on before it got on camera. They was breakdancing before that, on camera in the 40s and 50s. You know they was doing it before camera. You got people doing all of these things. Hip-hop music, rap music is derived from samples of soul music from black Americans. The slang, the fashion, the lingo, the language, all that come from black American culture, bro. It is what it is. So you can't come over here, see somebody doing something that doesn't go on from where you rep. It doesn't go on in your homeland, and your people don't do these things in y'all household. Then y'all say, well, we created together. Nah, y'all saw them doing it. Even Crazy Legs is on camera saying the Moreno style. Even Kool Herc is on camera saying, yeah, they didn't really rock with the Jamaican music. I had to play the soul music and things like that. People didn't, a lot of these guys, there's parents from these countries, they acted like black Americans. Nobody knew that they was from other countries and things like that. So it's just like, what are we doing now? This is the same reason why I tell y'all, in every prominent black city where there's a heavy black population, a culture gets created. And that's why you could go all across America where there's a lot of prominent black people, they have a culture, and if they start rapping, it's going to be a reflection of what goes on over there every day in those neighborhoods and those cities. And this is going back to the early days of hip hop getting around the country where, hey, well, this is what we doing over here. Y'all got what y'all going on in New York. And that's why I tell y'all, everybody that is black is not hip hop, but black people that are hip hop. Black Americans that are hip hop take and make everything that they do hip hop. The way they walk, the way they talk, the way they dress, the way they interact with their friends, their family, their mothers, that we're going to put them in songs. Everything that we do is seen as hip hop. That's why it's all but mostly black rappers. That's why you don't have a lot of successful rappers from other cultures and things like that in America as it is related to black, because it's obvious. If you take everybody black American out of hip hop is over. It's done. It's not around no more. But if you take everything that everybody else contributed out of hip hop, we still here thriving and successful. And it's no hate, it's no talking down. We just had so many genres and creations taken from us. And when you get on these platforms, as they try to make it be something else right here with Crazy Legs, fam, the big debate really started in a big conversation online at the Hip Hop Awards saying that blacks and Puerto Ricans created this 50-50. Once you say that, it's like, well, hold on now. people from their culture didn't even rock with hip-hop music in the beginning. Their parents didn't even rock with the hip-hop music and things like that. How could y'all create something when y'all people wasn't even rocking with it and looked at it as this or that? Nah, bro, we know what this is, and it's no disrespect, bro. It's people that participate in it, that love it, that rock with us, but it's some that's trying to come with these other things and change the narrative, use word semantics. And I'll just say this, bro, when it come to Godfrey, if you go back to Vlad right now, after the fallout with Lord Jamar, that means you wasn't never standing on nothing. You was just moving for what made sense for you in that time. Play this role like you riding for the understanding of the black cause and the black creation and the black respect. But then when it benefits you to not stand on it, oh, I'm not going to stand on it. We not finna do that, bro. It just is what it is. Do what y'all do. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.